She sold her house to live with her son, but what he did at the airport will break your heart. My name is Emma Parker. I am 59 years old, and I live alone in a small house in Brighton. My husband passed away 8 years ago. Since then, the house has been very quiet. I have only one child, a son named Russell. Many years ago, Russell moved to Canada. He lives there with his wife and their 2 children. He has a good job and a big house. He seems happy, and I am glad his life is comfortable. But my life here is different. Every morning, I wake up early. I clean the house and cook simple meals for myself. In the evenings, I sit by myself, listening to the silence. No one comes to visit. Russell does not call very often. Sometimes he sends money. Sometimes he says, "Mom, I will visit soon." But the visit never happens. Still, I wait. He is my son, and I love him deeply. I keep his old photographs in my bedroom. I look at them every day and remember the time when we lived together. One afternoon, someone knocked on my door. When I opened it, I could not believe my eyes. It was Russell. I was shocked and happy at the same time. "Russell, you really came?" I asked. He smiled. He looked healthy and cheerful. I hugged him tightly, and tears filled my eyes. I made tea, and we sat together talking. I asked about his wife, Sarah, and the children. He told me they were doing well. Then I asked, "Why did you come?" He looked at me and said, "I missed you, Mom. You live here alone, and I worry about you. I want to take you to Canada with me." I stayed quiet. He continued, "You are getting older. This place is not safe for you anymore. You will be happier there." I spoke slowly, "But this is my home. I was born here. I got married here. Your father lived here. I cannot leave this house." Russell became serious. "This house is old," he said. "It is not good for you. In Canada, you will have everything. Your own room. The children will be with you every day. Sarah also wants you to come." That night, I sat alone and thought for a long time. What should I do? I asked myself. I did not want to leave my home. But Russell was my only son. The next morning, Russell said to me, "Mother, we should sell this house. You don't need it anymore. You will live with us in Canada. You can use the money for your new life." I looked at his face. He was smiling. In that moment, I believed him. I thought, maybe my son truly loves me. So I said softly, "Yes." We sold the house. Russell took all the money. I packed my small bag, and we went to the airport together. My heart felt heavy, but I was also hopeful. I thought, now I will finally live with my son. At the airport, Russell said, "Mother, please wait here. I will bring a wheelchair for you. The distance is long, and you cannot walk so far. I'll be back in 5 minutes." I nodded and said, "Okay." I sat down on a chair and waited. 10 minutes passed. Russell did not return. I told myself, maybe the line is long. So I waited. 30 minutes passed. He still did not come back. I began to feel nervous. I looked toward the big doors again and again. 45 minutes passed. I was still sitting there, alone. I looked at every face that walked by, but none of them was my son. I whispered to myself. Russell would never leave me. He is my son. 1 full hour passed. My heart started beating fast. My hands began to shake. Just then, a police officer noticed me. He walked toward me and asked gently, "Ma'am, are you waiting for someone?" "Yes," I said. "My son. He went to get a wheelchair for me. We are traveling to Canada." The officer asked, "Do you have his photo?" I took Russell's picture from my bag. I also showed him my ticket. The officer looked at them and nodded. "Please wait here," he said. "I will check inside." "Thank you," I replied. I waited again. After some time, the officer came back. His face looked serious. He sat down beside me and spoke in a low, careful voice. "Ma'am, I'm very sorry. Your son has already boarded the flight." "He is gone," the officer said softly. "The plane has already taken off. He did not bring a wheelchair. He traveled alone." I froze. For a moment, I could not breathe. My heart felt like it stopped. "No, that is not true," I said very slowly. "My son, Russell, loves me. He promised to take me with him." The officer looked at me with sadness and said, "I saw everything. He showed his passport and boarded the plane alone." Tears filled my eyes. My heart broke into pieces. I cried and cried. Even the officer's eyes became wet. He said quietly, "Some people forget their hearts. I am very sorry, ma'am." In a weak voice, I said, "My name is Emma Parker." He replied, "My name is Robert Miller. I am a police officer here." Then he paused and said, "You remind me of my mother. She passed away 5 years ago. When I look at you, I remember her." After a moment, he said kindly, "Please come with me. You cannot stay here like this. You may get sick. Come to my home. My wife is very kind. She will cook for you." I shook my head and said, "I don't want to trouble you." He smiled gently. "This is not trouble," he said. "This is love. You are a blessing to me." Robert called his wife, Olivia. I could hear his voice on the phone. "I found an elderly woman at the airport," he said. "She is all alone. Her son left her. Can she stay with us?" I heard Olivia answer warmly, "Yes, please bring her home." That night, I stayed at Robert's house. Olivia made food for me. She spoke to me with kindness, like a daughter speaking to her mother. In my room, I cried quietly. I missed Russell. I missed my home. My heart was full of pain. But these strangers, people I had never met before, gave me something I had lost. They gave me love. The next morning, Robert received a phone call. He went into another room and spoke very quietly. When he came back, I asked gently, "Is everything okay?" He smiled and said, "Yes, everything is fine." But I could see pain in his eyes. Something was wrong. What I did not know was this. The plane that Russell had taken had crashed. There were no survivors. My son was gone. But Robert did not tell me the truth. He knew that I still loved my son. Even after what Russell had done, I still prayed for him. I still believed that one day he might come back. Robert did not want to break my heart again. Days passed slowly. I stayed with Robert and his wife, Olivia. They took care of me in every way. Robert helped me visit the doctor. He bought my medicine. He treated me with respect and kindness like a son treats his mother. Olivia spoke to me gently and made me feel safe. Their house slowly became my home. Their family became my family. Every day, I prayed. I prayed for Russell's soul. I prayed for the children he left behind. And I prayed that no other mother would ever feel the pain I felt at the airport. One day, Robert asked me softly, "Do you ever think about going back to your old house?" I looked at him and replied, "I already lost that house. But I found a new home here." Russell was gone. But in my pain, life gave me the son I truly deserved. I am grateful. Now I ask you, what would you do if you were in Emma's place? Life took her son away, but it did not take her dignity. She lost a house, but found a home. She lost a son by blood, but gained a son by heart. Sometimes, the family we deserve comes after the family that breaks us. If this story touched your heart, don't scroll away. Like this video, share it with someone who still believes in kindness. And subscribe to Silver Narrative, where every story reminds us that humanity still exists.